Is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 worth buying in 2020? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Now I bought this phone for only $399, which is significantly less than what it was offered at when it was first launched in August of 2018. So I think this video is going to really surprise a lot of people that in 2020 you can save a lot of money by buying a slightly older flagship phone that still works extremely well and gives you very good performance. And especially compared to other devices that are being offered for $399, I think this is definitely a much better choice. Now I bought this device on Amazon, and it is an Amazon renewed phone. So this device has been previously used, but then they refurbished it and then put it up for sale. So it's in excellent condition. You can see that there really aren't any scratches at all on the display, at least nothing noticeable. And the back of the phone is in great condition as well. And overall, it's a very outstanding device, and I feel like I got a really good deal on it. Now this phone is factory unlocked. It'll work on all GSM carriers in addition to Verizon. Now the phone features a very large 6.4-inch display with Corning Gorilla Glass 5. And the display itself is Super AMOLED. It's a 1440p display. We're getting a PPI of 516 with an 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio and an 83.4% screen to body ratio. So I know now in 2020, the big trend is to have extremely small bezels, which is something that I definitely like. But you can see that this phone, despite having a little bit of thicker top and bottom bezels, still does look really nice. And you still are getting a very large display, which is excellent for watching video content, going on social media, or browsing the web. Now, of course, that 18 by 9 aspect ratio gives us a device that's a little bit wider and shorter compared to some of the newer Samsung devices, which feature a 20 by 9 display. Now, up top here, we do have an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and there's also a 2 megapixel dedicated iris scanner camera. So this phone does feature an iris scanner as one of the methods to unlock it. In addition to that, you get face unlock. You can also use your PIN code, of course, and we do get a fingerprint sensor on the back. So that fingerprint sensor is very fast and responsive. I'm very happy with that, and that is my preferred method personally to unlock the phone. Now this device features 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and if that's not enough for you, you can put a micro SD card in the phone. We also get wireless charging with the device, which is excellent, and we have a dual camera setup on the back. So one of the things that this phone is lacking is an ultra wide angle camera. So that's a feature that I do actually like quite a bit. It's a feature that we do have with the Galaxy Note 10 Lite, for example, and the regular Galaxy Note 10 and Galaxy Note 10 Plus have it too. But with this phone, we have a 12 megapixel main camera and a 12 megapixel 2x telephoto camera. So if you do want to zoom in on things, at least at 2x, you can use that camera to get that done. But we'll pull up the camera app right now, and I'll give you an idea of how things look. So you can see here's the standard camera, and then I can also zoom in, of course, at 2x, so I can get a lot closer to the actual subject without actually moving closer to it physically. And then I can switch over to the front-facing camera, and things definitely look very clear here. So I will be doing a dedicated photo and video analysis in a separate video, but this video is more about whether or not this phone is actually relevant in 2020. And if you haven't gotten the vibe so far that I'm trying to put off, it certainly is. So this phone features portrait mode with both the front and rear cameras, which is really awesome. We're getting 6 gigabytes of RAM with this particular variant of the phone, and it features the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor. So since the 845, we've gotten the 855, 855 Plus, and then the most up-to-date, current, and modern Qualcomm flagship processor, the 865. And that's the processor that's in the Samsung Galaxy S20. Now I did run an Antutu benchmark test on the device, and I got an overall score of 355,861. So that's a pretty good score. I mean, really solid, to be honest. Now some of the newer flagships like the Galaxy S20 will give you a Antutu benchmark score in the 500,000 range. But this score right here will definitely satisfy the majority of people out there and this phone certainly still does perform very well. Another highlight with the Galaxy Note 9 is that we get 4K video recording with both the front and rear cameras. So that's really cool. And the device features a beefy 4000 mAh internal battery, and you can pair that up with a 15-watt fast charger. So 15 watts is not extremely fast, but it does feature 3 times the wattage of Apple's standard 5-watt charger. So one of the awesome things about Samsung is that they have kept the software with the Galaxy Note 9 up to date. So you can see here we do have Android 10 with Samsung's One UI 2.0, which is awesome. That's the same software that we get with the Galaxy S20, for example. And the phone has been updated to the February 1st, 2020 security patch. So I really appreciate that Samsung has been doing such a great job at keeping the Galaxy Note 9 updated. So you're gonna get a lot of the same software features with this phone that you would get with a brand new Samsung device. The only difference is that you're saving a lot of money with this phone. Now, some other bonus features with the device is that we get IP68 dust and water resistance, which means that you can go up to 1.5 meters underwater for up to 30 minutes. So you don't have to worry about this phone possibly getting waterlogged and not working. And the phone also features Samsung Pay. So if you use Samsung Pay, then it is here for you. And the phone, of course, does have NFC. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention about the battery before I forget is that I know that one of the downsides with going with a used or renewed phone is that the battery has gotten quite a bit of usage already. And because of that, you're not going to be able to get as good of battery life as you would get with a brand new phone. Now, there is a solution for that. I personally have not tried it yet, but I want to try it pretty soon and make a video about it. But there is this store called Batteries Plus, and you can actually take the device into the store or ship it to them, and they will replace the battery on your Note 9. It is going to cost you, I believe, around $70. So if you want to factor that into the price of this phone, then you'll have to decide whether or not it's worth it. But that is one solution if you are concerned about having a battery that's not very fresh if you were to go with this device as a renewed phone. But now that we've gone over the specifications of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, let's take a closer look at the hardware. Oh, and one other thing, before people ask me, there is the App Edge. So it looks like a little notch on the side, but it's the App Edge where you can put your favorite apps. So that's really cool. But anyway, back to the hardware. So really attractive hardware with this phone, great viewing angles as well. And of course, you're getting one of the best quality displays that Samsung has to offer, which is their Super AMOLED display at 1440p. Now taking a look at the left side of the phone, we have the volume button and we also have the Bixby button. So yes, this phone does have Bixby. Bixby was a thing back in August of 2018. I personally don't use it, so it's there if you want it, and you can ignore it if you want to as well. On the right side of the phone, we have the power button, and also notice that we do have a slight curve on the display. Whether you like that or not, let me know in the comments. We have a metal band running around the sides of the phone. On the top of the device, we have the slot for the microSD card and SIM card. And then on the bottom, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. We have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer. We have the microphone. We have the speaker. And we have the S Pen. So yes, of course, since this is a Note phone, we are getting the legendary S Pen. So this is excellent for taking notes. It's great for just kind of going through the device, browsing around the device. I did notice though that the tip on this S Pen, since it has had some usage, is a little bit on the dull side, but I'm pretty sure you can go on Amazon or eBay and pick up replacement tips. So that might be something that you might want to consider doing if you do decide to go for a renewed Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And then take a look at the back side of the device. We have that dual camera module. We have the Samsung logo with the fingerprint sensor and then Galaxy Note 9. So very impressive overall. Certainly a great piece of hardware right here. Definitely, if you took this in and got a battery swap, this device would be an amazing deal at just $399. So I'm really excited about that. And I'll likely be trying that out with this phone. Maybe I'll take in my Galaxy S7, which I haven't even made a video about yet. But if you haven't noticed, lately I've really been trying to make a lot of content about these renewed phones because I know that people are always looking to save money, but sometimes going for a brand new budget phone isn't the best option, and for the same amount of money, you can pick up a slightly older flagship. If you're a big fan of Instagram, then you're definitely going to like the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. So scrolling is nice and smooth. You can also do pinch to zoom if you want to. And then of course you can swipe over and begin recording a video or taking a photo. So you can see here I am recording a video with the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. And then of course you can go through your various stories here. So you can see you can watch your various stories. So that's very awesome. And overall, just a great Instagram experience with the phone. So overall, is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 worth getting in 2020? I certainly think it is, and for several different reasons. First thing is, the price is very solid for this phone. So you can get it for around $399. Definitely check out the link in the video description though to see the most up-to-date pricing, because I'm sure over time the prices will go down for this phone. But you're getting a very large display here that does look really good. You're getting excellent cameras. You're getting 4K video recording. You're getting waterproofing and dust resistance. You're getting Samsung Pay, which I know a lot of people like. And you're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 and 6 gigabytes of RAM. So expect good performance with this phone. So definitely let me know what you think about the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 in 2020 in the comments below. But overall, I think it's a major win. So again, if you are interested in learning more about it, check out the link in the video description to see it over on Amazon. But otherwise, let me know what budget phones you'd like to see me compare the Galaxy Note 9 to, as I definitely would like to make some comparisons with this. But if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.